You're watching Good Day New York from the most powerful name in local news, Fox 5 News.
Also, still ahead on Good Day New York, we'll tell you about a special event to raise awareness and money for different types of cancers that we don't hear that much about.
Breast cancer has an awareness month, so does prostate cancer, and that helps with fundraising efforts to fight the diseases. But less prevalent forms of cancer don't always get the attention they need from researchers, doctors, pharmaceutical companies, and patients. All of that changing right now because of our next guest, Jennifer Goodman-Lin. She was diagnosed with sarcoma. It's a rare form of cancer, and that was back in 2004. Now Jennifer is creating awareness of what she calls orphan cancers like pancreatic, brain, pediatric cancers, raising money for research. And the money is raised through an annual Cycle for Survival event. It's sponsored by Memorial Sloan Kettering. Joining us right now, Jennifer with her doctor, Gary Schwartz. Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Jennifer, you are such an inspiration to us because, I mean, you are a fighter and you've had quite a journey. I mean, you're in the middle of chemo right now?
Absolutely. It's been 6 years since I've been battling this disease. I've relapsed 6 times, 6 major surgeries, over 10 different types of chemotherapy. And what I say is it's devastating enough to be told you have cancer, but then to be told that you have a rare cancer where there just aren't a lot of treatment options out there is devastating. So I'm trying to help provide hope for the millions of us who just have less treatment options than the broader forms of the disease.
So because you're suffering with it, you wanted to get the word out there and get some more funds behind it for research, and you came up with this idea.
You know, when I was diagnosed, I love cycling, I love exercise. I actually credit exercise with my emotional health, and I'm a member of Equinox, and I just asked the local gym, can we do something together? And that was 5 years ago. We started out as a little baby event in my local gym, and now we have over 900 teams riding this year.
Fantastic, and it's going to happen this Sunday.
It's this Sunday. It's at the Equinox at Gray Bar and Fifth Avenue locations. We're in Long Island as well, in the Roslyn location, and we were in Chicago last week, and we're going to San Francisco in 2 weeks.
Fantastic. Now, I heard it's sold out, but you can still donate.
Go online and donate at cycleforsurvival.org, and the most important thing is 100% of the money goes right to research.
That's unbelievable.
No overhead.
Dr. Schwartz, orphan researchers, you don't think, orphan cancers, you don't think of pancreatic and pediatric cancers as orphan, but I guess you need the attention, right?
The rare cancers in the United States, for some of these cancers, perhaps 10 or 12,000 cases a year diagnosed, much less than breast or pancreas, breast or lung cancer, the more common cancers. But they do constitute half of all the cancers in the United States. So we're talking about a lot of cancers and a need for research and underfunded diseases.
Is there something that they all share in common, these cancers?
Well, that's the complexity. Except the fact they're rare and orphan diseases, there's no common thread, and that's the need for research, because every disease has to be approached individually. And understanding the basic science and how the cancer cell grows for every tumor type is going to take a lot of resources and funding and efforts like this program here with Jen, which has been incredible, and Jen Clear, our spokesperson, and our person is our real emotional focus, and we're so happy to be participating and contributing, and I think it's a great event.
And for Jennifer to go out there and cycle, I mean, I spin, and it is a workout. I mean, how do you feel getting on the bike, and you're in the middle of chemotherapy?
Yeah, you know, it's cathartic. I say I might have cancer, but cancer doesn't have me.
I like your spirit,
and
Jennifer.
you know, the minute I give it power, it takes over, and I refuse to let that happen. So some days I can only do 15 minutes, some days I can do an hour, but it's my way of having control of my disease.
If you didn't have events like this, Doc, where's the money going? I mean, you know, we hear about, you know, all these cancer fundraising efforts, and, you know, for those who are suffering or those who want attention brought to these cancers, where does the money go? Because it seems frustrating that we're not closer to finding some kind of cure.
Well, we're making progress. I think in the big diseases like breast cancer, clearly in the last year or so, there have been huge breakthroughs in breast cancer and colon cancer, but it's the orphan disease that don't get the funding. Pharmaceutical companies just don't see the market for this. I hate to say that, but that's really what it's all about. So to make the efforts to raise the money, to find new drugs, to understand really how these tumors grow and develop, we need the funding, we need the cycle, we need other events like it even to increase our funding efforts. So yes, money goes to the big diseases, but not to the small diseases. And with half the cancers in the country being small cancers, we need these efforts to do the science, to do the research, to find new drugs, to do the clinical trials. That's what Cycle's all about. That's where the money goes. And as Jen says, 100% goes to cancer research, clinical trials, laboratory studies, 100% of the money goes to those efforts.
Jennifer, how can we get involved?
You can go to cycleforsurvival.org and donate or sign up to participate next year, and we'll make sure we get you there.
Well, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
I know you're going to beat this.
I am.
You are tough.
I am.
Jennifer, so nice to have you. Dr. Schwartz, thank you.
having us.
Continued good work at Sloan Kettering. You know, you guys are on the front lines and doing such great work there. Thank you so much. All right, to learn more about Cycle for Survival and how to donate, please go to our website, myfoxny.com. Click on the Good Day tab. Greg?
Rosanna, Jennifer, Doctor, thank you very much.